The clash between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United in the EFL Cup quarter-final wasn't just a football match, it was a rollercoaster of drama, brilliance, and head-scratching moments, particularly in goalkeeping. With Spurs claiming a 4-3 victory, the match will be remembered as much for its goals as for the spectacularly calamitous performances by both Altay Baynder and Fraser Foster. Let's dive into the chaos. Starting with Altay Baynder, United's stand-in goalkeeper, who gave a performance that oscillated between promising and puzzling. Early on, Baynder's attempts to organize his defense were commendable, but once the action heated up, he seemed overwhelmed. At times, it looked like he was playing a completely different sport. Solanke's opener came after a defensive lapse, but Baynder's positioning didn't help matters. Instead of standing his ground, he punched the ball straight into the path of Solanke, who had the simple task of slotting it into the net. Another sequence, meant to be a routine clearance, turned into a mishit pass that Spurs almost converted into yet another goal. At this point, you could almost hear Amorim groaning on the sidelines. Not to be outshone, Fraser Foster at the other end of the pitch seemed determined to keep the comedy symmetrical. Foster, a seasoned veteran, somehow managed to misplace a pass in his own 6-yard box, leading to pinballing that ending with the ball going into the net thanks to Joshua Zirkzee. It was truly a moment that felt more like slapstick comedy than serious goalkeeping. It was as though he had just resumed duties straight out of a joke shop. Foster's distribution also left Spurs fans clutching their heads minutes later. A moment in the second half saw him gift United another goal with a poorly placed goal kick that fell to Amad Diallo, whose deflection ended up making the scoreline 3-2. While the goalkeepers provided comedic relief, the outfield players ensured this match was a thriller. Tottenham's attacking line led by Son Heung-min and Dominic Solanke was electric. Solanke's movement kept United's defense guessing, and his goals highlighted his sharpness in front of the net. Son, as always, delivered a masterclass in clinical finishing, sealing the win with a decisive fourth goal late in the game. Manchester United, despite their shaky defense and Baynder's woes, mounted a spirited fight back. Joshua Zirkzee and Amad Diallo led the charge, with Diallo's precision giving United a glimmer of hope. Even Johnny Evans, the elder statesman of United's squad, got in on the action, scoring a late consolation goal that briefly ignited dreams of a comeback. The defending from both sides, however, left much to be desired. Spurs' backline, though slightly more composed, still gave United plenty of space to exploit. United's defense, on the other hand, looked like they had never met before the game, with miscommunications and errors aplenty. Victor Lindelof and Lisandro Martinez had their hands full trying to keep Spurs' attack at bay, but often looked like they were chasing shadows. The final whistle blew, and Tottenham emerged victorious, advancing to the semi-finals. For Spurs fans, it was a night of jubilation and relief after nearly capitulating and bottling in true Spursy fashion, while United supporters were left with mixed feelings, pride in their team's fight back but exasperation at the avoidable errors that led to their downfall. For Baynder and Foster, though, this match will likely be remembered as a lesson in humility. Both goalkeepers had moments they'll want to forget, and their performances will surely be reviewed in excruciating detail at their respective training grounds. But for the neutral fans? It was pure entertainment, a 7-goal thriller packed with all the unpredictability that makes football such a beautiful game. Spurs march on, but the real winners might just be those who enjoy a good laugh at goalkeeping gaffes.